Hello, welcome to another episode of Mac Minute. This week, I want to show you some more security type related things, and this next week as well, about things you can do to your Mac to make it a little bit safer, but also into the file level, like things you can do for protections of files and stuff like that. The other thing is people sometimes have problems opening files, and I'm going to show you how you can determine that as well. So inside, I mentioned before that the Mac runs on top of Unix, which is a very powerful operating system and has some very good security level access. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to open up the users folder, and I'm going to right click onto this Mac Minute, which is my home folder, and I'm going to get info. And right down here at the bottom, you see sharing and permissions. And if I scroll down, you see that Mac Minute, the user Mac Minute, has read and write access to this folder, but everyone else only has read-only access to this folder. Now you can come in here, you can change this. You can come in here and you can add people to it. You can go down here at the bottom, and I want to say I want to add a new person. So I want to say that the show user also has read and write only access to that folder. I can very quickly come in here and add users to that folder. So the other thing you can do is, I don't know if you noticed this, but whenever I added the user, let's go back in here and we'll add show. You see right here for show, one of the options is write only. So you can use your machine like a Dropbox. So you can create permissions for a folder that the only thing they can do is drop things in it. They can't see what's in there. They can't delete things. They can't read and that stuff. So it's just another option. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the show user here. And you can do this for any file or any folder. And if you adjust it to a folder, it will you can make it affect any folder beneath it as well. There's an option when you can change it or ask if you want to apply it to all folders. Now, there's another thing here that I want to show you that just comes and bites people sometimes. In this same, right here, the same information, you see where this says it's locked. And sometimes it'll say read only as well. So let me see if I can find one that's read only. Get info. This one doesn't have one down there either, and it's not locked. In fact, this one I can't even see because I don't have permissions to it with this particular user. You can see it says it's locked right here, so I can't even change it. But basically what locked means is it can't be changed. So if you try to open a file and it can't save it because it says it's locked, that's what the problem is. You have to go in and right click on the file and go to get info, or do Apple I or Command I, and it will show you if it's locked or if you have permissions to it or not. So it's something I wanted to cover this week because I've been getting questions about people who can't save files because it's been locked or you don't have permission to write to this file, and I wanted to explain how this works. So, and it works just like it does in Unix, where you can have groups of people that have access to things, individual people that have access to things, or you have the public access to things as well. You can set all those different things by read, write, or execute, basically. And this was how you do it on the Mac and get access to that without having to go to the command line to do it. So if you're having problems with a locked file or don't have permissions, just go to it as an administrator or right click on it and do get info and scroll to the very bottom, and you can see what your problems are with it. That's it for Mac Minute this week. We'll see you next week. For show notes for this show, contacts, and more, go to the techzen.tv website where you can get show notes for all of our shows. We love to hear from our viewers and listeners. We have an email, a Twitter, and a phone number where you can contact us for each show. For details, visit the techzen.tv website and get the show details. You can also make a video and upload it somewhere like YouTube or Vimeo, and then just send us a link. You never know, you may see your video in a future show. You can get all of our shows delivered automatically to your favorite device by going to your favorite podcast website like iTunes and subscribing. Each of our shows also has a YouTube channel you can subscribe to get regular updates. Our shows are also available on most internet radio networks like Stitcher and TuneIn Radio. You can also watch and listen to our shows on Xbox, TiVo, and Roku. You can even find us on your Zune.